Welcome back to Options Weekly Paycheck, 7 strategic approaches for trading options for a living. 7 strategic approaches. Number 3, micro swing trading, long calls and puts. Now, what's this micro swing trading? Well, we call micro swing trading the swing trading of bars less than the day bar, but greater than, let's just say the 5-minute bar. So we're not day trading, right? We're looking to take advantage of the whole world of opportunity that exists between the day trading level, the intraday level, and the regular swing trading approach, which would be by the day bars. Okay, now a day bar is usually kind of big. I mean, sometimes you can have a small one, but it's usually kind of big. So within that big bar, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there are opportunities to enter into swings. There are little swings we can take out. We can also enter into the start of a new swing earlier, thereby positioning ourselves for more profit points. So we can get into a swing earlier with more accuracy, and then take out more profit points, and then get out of a swing later with more accuracy and more profit points. That's usually the case with micro swing trading. Also, there's more to the micro level as well in terms of riding power trends and super swings. Okay, super swings is something I call a couple swings grouped together on the day bars, which usually last about 2 weeks. And now the monthly trend, which is a high velocity directional trend, which happens a few times a year, those are what I call a power trend on the day bars. Now you can enter and exit on those power trends with more precision and manage your profits and get more visual clarity by looking at the micro swing level. But that's something else I just thought I'd mention in there too. But in terms of micro swing trading, well, what we're doing here at Options Weekly Paychecks is mostly this micro swing trading, and there's a lot of opportunity. And it's because of these micro swing trades that we can look to generate this weekly paycheck from trading. Right now, for most systems, we have to say average weekly paycheck, because a lot of these systems, they're designed just to make sure we have an average weekly paycheck. That means that some weeks won't win, some weeks win, some weeks win big, and you just put it all together. Now, some of our systems, we have now started going towards trying to force the weekly paycheck. And this system here, in this new generation of systems, is called System T. This is our first, and let's go take a look at it. All right, so there's System T. And you can see here, which you probably already saw before in one of the other videos, is that each week you have a positive paycheck scenario. Okay, now what amount of contracts you use, of course, that's going to depend on your account size and how things go over time. All right, now I just mentioned how things go. Well, there are multiple variables that can lead to your success or mediocrity or tremendous success going forward. Now, the top thing would be to actually learn your method of trading well. You have to actually know what you're doing, and you have to do what you know. And that's part 2, which is tricky too, because when you learn a method like one of our systems, you have to actually get good, become good at executing that in real time. You have to develop clarity on different price action scenarios that may seem a little confusing and so on and so forth. But with practice, you identify more and more and more and more, and you learn more and more. And then you settle into a good system. Then all of a sudden, if the system is doing well for you, then guess what? You start to actually believe in the system. And when you get to that point, then that system can be accepted by your subconscious mind into the habit zone. And then when you can make a strong system a habit, I mean, it can't promise you future returns, but let's just say future returns are consistent because, we base these systems off of fundamental universal mathematical principles of price action. So the tendency will be, like these systems have been doing over the years and years and years, is that they will tend to perform the same. There's no guarantee, and disclaimers below and blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, but the point is that if you can get these, like for example, right here, you just get these results over and over and over and over, week after week, well, obviously you're done with money. You're done. Okay. I mean, unless you go hog wild like a lottery winner and, spend money all over the place. But I think that if you become, or getting to the point of becoming good at trading, it will require you to go in the step-by-step process, which is an organic process of learning. And I think by going through this process, you will appreciate what you have, and you probably won't go hog wild, blowing all your money all over the place. Okay, especially when systems trading. The super euphoria state that gets traders to become like those lottery winners usually comes when you trade really big and you just got lucky and you hit a home run, or don't even have to get lucky. You can actually know what you're doing strategically, and you can get really aggressive, and you could just have these absolute scores, okay? And then all of a sudden, the euphoria that comes over your head is so powerful that, you just start doing all sorts of stupid things, all right? And so, then you break rules in trading and so on and so forth. And the sky's the limit in stupidity. So you have to be careful of that too. But if you're systematically progressing, you probably won't get into that scenario. Okay? Now, if you do get lucky, like the testimonial of LH on Options Weekly Paycheck System B, where she got a little bit extra lucky one week where she had, she said she stayed pretty much in her money management range, and she had 100 contracts on a stock that just gapped up 25 points because of some takeover. It's just running the system, and just happened to be like that for that week, okay? And it happens. Okay, so she made, $240,000 or something like that. And so for her, that was like a big deal. She was, it's like she won the lottery, right? But she was making money before that too. So, and then she did take a while to get to the point of actually opening up the system and studying it, because she's funny. But she did, and she was just emailing us her progress, and she did really well. She just simply executed the system. She was shocked that it wasn't a, quote unquote scam, because, back at that time, people were just saying scam, 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 and they would actually use it as a marketing tool by calling something a scam and then somehow convincing people to buy it. anyway, something like that. But so she was getting all confused about, what to do. So I said, hey, just study it historically and demo account it. Just watch. You don't have to use a demo. Just watch it. Pick a couple stocks, and then she gained confidence, and then she started just simply putting on positions. And then, then she started making money. Then when she hit that $240,000, then we just, I just said, hey, look, I'll give you a tip here. Since I can sense your euphoria, if you have any loans, if you have any car loans or house loans, anything, pay them all off. Own stuff, okay? Because if you're dealing with that euphoria the first time, it's very difficult to deal with. I mean, you can see that stat from the lottery winner to bankruptcy ratio, which was like 90, something really high in the 90s. You can look that up if you want. But that's something you want to do, all right? Something you want to do. Okay, so that said, this is System T, and it goes for this weekly paycheck every week. So you may want to get that system too. So to give you a picture of the micro swing level, you can see here, this is pretty much, well, you have some lines there, blank chart on Apple 1 hour bars. And you can see here that you have certain moves that you can position, well, I can see that you can position into early. And we have many methods of doing so. So you have these swings, but the swings aren't that little, because you can see here, these swings go up, what's this? You say 160, let's say 163, and you're getting up here to 168. All right, for example, and here's a swing that goes from 166-ish to 173. So that's around what, 7 points, and this is what did I say this was? 68 to 60, 63 to 68. Okay. So the point is that because you're on the micro swing level, you can do different types of options positions, but you can also go short term. You can go a little bit in the money, get a little bit aggressive too. It just depends on what your strategy is and or system. All right. Now, strategy trading is one thing. Systems trading is another. Systems trading is more even. Okay. I mean, you're taking every trade. You're not picking and choosing the trades on the system. Okay. But on strategy trading, you are picking the best opportunities and going with it. All right. That's it with this module. I left these links up here again. This is for strategy mastery. All right, strategy mastery. Whereas you're gonna, and plus this inner game coaching. All right, it's basically all coaching. So we cover all sorts of topics to get you to become a great trader. You need to work on the outer game, which is mastering the strategy, and the inner game, which is, well, you have to master the inner game. Okay, and we're pretty good with that. And so that also you need to have an action plan of work, okay? Getting and pushing a strategy to the point of mastery. So you own it, okay? You own it. You own it like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar owns that skyhook. I don't know if you remember him, if you're a younger guy. But whatever, your favorite athlete with their special moves, they own their moves, okay? You need to be like that with each strategy. Okay, let's